Centuries ago, there was a 30 years old man, Joseph, at the circus, and he had a small family. His 10 years old boy, John, beautiful wife, Mary, and the man was in love with the animals, especially with the elephants. So, besides the circus wild animals, he adopted one baby elephant when it was only a month old, and he named it a Little Rocky, or his Little Rocky. He took care of this little Rocky, always fed Rocky on time, but whenever Rocky tried to become aggressive and non-listening, he used torture and stopped feeding Rocky just to teach him some manners. Or in other words, or for others who could see or sense this kind of act as having control over it. And with no choice, Rocky gives up and starts to obey his master. Man always tied Rocky with the chains in order to avoid any misfortune, while his little boy John playing with Rocky due to his massive weight and the body structure. Of course, he always had his eyes on them while they were playing. And every night after the circus, take Rocky the elephant for a walk. Especially, man always take his 10 years old little boy John and hand over the chain to his boy to walk this little Rocky, just to let Rocky realize and remember that not only he is the master, but his 10 years old boy his master too. The area they were living was so close to the deep woods, and the towns were not so much developed with the tight security. So time to time, people they suffer the wild animal attacks. So the circus was very popular, and people enjoy seeing those animals suffering. Now, the trainer never wanted to be cruel to those animals as he loved them, but he was also bound by the policies and the routines of the circus. But people, they just loved to watch those poor animals being tortured and doing abnormal tricks. So the time passed. Baby Rocky turned into a big massive beast, and the man got old, and he's 10 years old. Our little boy John, he turned 30 years old, grown-up man, and he has now his son who he started to walk Rocky. And now Rocky started to realize now he's the grandson of his original master, is his third master. But now realizing its force and the power stored in Big Rocky, and the Big Rocky just followed the baby boy as a pet or slave. The trainer, who was already retired from the circus, and the circus was gone, and Rocky was in total control, living as a part of the family, the trust had developed. The master started to lose the chain and let Big Rocky go itself and enjoy in the woods. So after enjoying in the woods, Rocky used to come back itself where it is being left in the woods. One day, old man's son John with his wife Catherine, on their wedding anniversary with their little boy Jonah, decided to have a picnic in the woods along with the whole family. So they all went to a beautiful lake on a safe spot near the sugarcane field and let the Big Rocky enjoy himself in the fields by losing its chain. While Rocky was enjoying, he got distracted and got lost and gone a bit far where he was neither taken by his masters or gone before. It was a whole new world for this Big Rocky now. But he didn't know or didn't realize he entered into the wild zone where hunters hunt wild animals. Now Rocky saw a few other elephants who were chased by those hunters. These hunters had spears in hand. One of the elephants had few spears around his neck and his body. Elephants were in pain, screaming, and they saw Rocky and asked for help. As this whole thing was going on, two hunters came close to attack with arrows, and those elephants fought back and killed those hunters, crushed them under their feet. Now Rocky, who was so scared and frightened, hiding behind the bushes, but he saw everything or he witnessed everything, but he also saw the power and the force and the anger, and saw the elephant not only save themselves, save their lives, but also killed those hunters. Now, those elephants looked in the eye of Rocky, and Rocky was like having an embarrassment, and those elephants left Rocky alone. Now, Rocky was thinking why he couldn't help these elephants while they were under attack. Well, other elephants did nothing to Rocky, and they just left. Let Rocky realizing something he never did before in his entire life. So this realization made Rocky so angry, and for the first time he wanted to be free from this slavery. That night, when old man Joseph and his son John didn't see Rocky coming back, they went out with the spears and arrows in their hands in case of danger to save their beloved Rocky from the hunters. So they started to search for their beloved Big Rocky, not knowing the danger is lurking ahead. Finally, Rocky saw his masters coming for him. The recent incident flipped the whole picture when Rocky saw spears and arrows in the hands of his masters. In fear, he became delusional, thinking these are not his masters, they are actually hunters, and they are going to kill him. So for the first time, the anger stored in his mind for decades took it out and killed the whole family. You will understand how my self-made story is gonna relate to this very case. Now, before I start this case, this was a huge heated debate on the electronic media back in days. During my research, I came across one clip from Dr. Drew on HLN, where he invited Nikki Noto, the TV host reporter who has represented major networks and organizations including ESPN, SAC Network, HLN, Atlanta Falcons, and many more, Vanessa Barnett, the former host who is now an entertainment attorney, Looney Combs, the attorney, a former prosecutor. They all trying to dive deep to find the answers about this incident. Or maybe should we call it an event? Now let me draw a bird-eye view picture of this case for you, for your kind attention, what exactly happened. Then I will show you the debate and talk about the conspiracy theories, and of course at the end I would like to share with you some of the comments from the angry and intellectual viewers. And I would like to invite you to explain your theories, what could exactly happen.
Take a close look at Charlie, missing.
This is my 12-year-old son, Charlie.
His friends knock on door after door, hoping to find his son. The FBI police working together to find him.
Tonight, a little boy is missing. Take a look at him. Charlie Bothuell.
Charlie Bothuell vanished from his family's home. Boy's disappearance stunned the nation. His parents reported him missing after he failed to return home from the neighbor's house where he had been playing. The initial investigation was swift. Police launched a large-scale search operation involving helicopters, sniffer dogs, and hundreds of volunteers combing through nearby parks and wooded area. But despite their efforts, Charlie was nowhere to be found. Father had been going door to door requesting neighbors if they have seen or have information about his missing son. Not only this, HLN Nancy Grace highlighted poor father's request, who's been searching for his son. Missing for 11 days, straight 11 days. But something unexpected twisted took place during another interview with the father, which not only shocked the world, the whole nation, whoever saw the live interview, but on the same time started heated debate on the electronic media. Something was off. When Nancy Grace told the father
of the missing 12-year-old boy, Charlie, with me is his father, Charlie Bothuell. Charlie, we're getting reports that your son has been found in your basement. Sir? Mr. Bothuell, are you
What?
Yeah, we are getting reports that your son has been found alive in your basement.
What?
Yes, that's what, if you could hand me that wire very quickly. Yeah, we're getting that right now from how could your son be alive in your basement?
His reaction was not only weird but extremely shady. Most of us would think, if the father missing his own son for more than a week, looking for him door to door, requesting people to help him to find his son, and when he is being told the police had found his son from his own house basement, correct me if I'm wrong, that father should stop everything and should be in panic, leave the interview and rush to his home to look for his son. But his reaction was,
oh shit.
Sir, did you check your basement?
I checked my basement, the FBI checked my basement, the Detroit police checked my basement, my wife checked my basement. I've been down there several times. We've all been checking.
Now, the police also discovered there is another pathway which was leading outside. When the sniffers dogs with the police, the canine dogs, they were there, so Charlie was gone. And when they gone out, Charlie was brought in back. This is another theory.
That's right, Dr. Drew. From the family court, I have it right here. And the document lists Charlie's father and stepmother allegedly involved in his disappearance. So according to Child Protective Services, Charlie's stepmother put him in that basement barricade and told him not to come out no matter what he hears.
That's the kid saying that?
Yes, that's the kid telling Child Protective Services that.
All right.
You know, one thing that really disturbed me with this story was athletically. Now, I kind of come from a sports background. What really disturbed me with this, it seems like this kid sadly got used to the abuse by his father. The kid, when he was told to go downstairs, he knew what would happen if he didn't. I think the stepmom is equally to blame as the aggressor as well. I really do.
I can think of two other scenarios, Vanessa, where he went down there to hide because the guy was abusing him with a PVC pipe, or mom was abusive too and he was hiding out from both of them.
Absolutely. Now, this is the proof that cases need. This is completely suspicious. The boy was pushed beyond what is normal for athletic build. He was pushed to do 4,000 steps on an elliptical. You brought up the PCV pipe,
PVC.
I believe.
Plastic
there we go.
pipe. He's got a chunk out of his chest. He claims with a chunk out of his chest, there's blood on the PVC. He had bruises on his buttock from the PVC beatings. Let's not call this discipline. This is beatings.
Absolutely.
Lonnie.
Well, what they've done so far is they've taken the children away from these two people. They have two other children. They've been taken out by Child Protective Custody Services. And then this child, the son, Charlie, has been taken to his biological mother.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of other theories. He was downstairs in this basement that had a tunnel to the outside.
Don't say the mother. She's a shady character. She's in jail now. She was on probation. Like, there are clear red flags that this couple was doing something very bad to this child that he needed to get away.
The blood found both in the boys' room and on the kids' clothes that were inside the townhouse.
Man, they thought my son was dead, man. I want to see my son, man.
Doctors checked him out and found signs of abuse, bruising and marks on his body. Abuse, they say, came at the hands of his father and his stepmother.
For anybody to imply that I somehow knew that my son was in the basement, it's absurd and it's wrong. I love my son.
Please tell us that you did not, you and your wife were not shuffling him back and forth.
We were not. That's absurd.
My son could not harm Charlie. My son is not that type of a person. He loved the boy. I know he disciplined him because Charlie don't want to do his homework sometimes. And he don't want to do his homework. And he wants him to do good. He wants him to do good, to be somebody in life.
7 Action News reporter Kim Russell, who is live from Charlie's mother's house, that biological mother's house. Now, Kim, is Charlie there now?
Charlie is home, how this story has changed. 1 minute yesterday, investigators are looking for evidence that Charlie had possibly been murdered. The next minute, they find him.
I don't know what else to do. Somebody, if you see him, please bring him home.
Now Charlie is home, and his mom gave me this statement. I want to hug everybody who looked for him, prayed, cried, even simply thought about him, because I believe the Lord heard it all and brought my baby back.
Police arrested the parents, but again, mother stated she put Charlie there in order to save him from his abusive father. The father denied all the accusations, but he took a plea deal and had jail time. My story, my message, my reaction to this case or case study is not about the parents got sentenced. My core message through my story is do not train little brains in a way that one day they will become that nobody wish to see them. What do you think about this case? Please let me know by dropping your comments in the comments box below. I would love to hear from you. I would love to learn from your comments. And if you're a fan of mysterious, dark, true crimes, horror movies, reaction, recaps, please subscribe or follow me for more. And as always, please take care of yourself and your surrounding. I am Uzair Sipra, and I will see you very soon in the next one.